Hello, welcome back to video number 5 of Basics of Music Theory. I will teach you today how to read the bass clef notes. In our previous videos, we saw how to read the notes on the treble clef. Today we're doing the bass clef, so let's get started. The musical staff, as we saw, has 5 lines and 4 spaces. Now, I know I'm very repetitive and I drill these things down because a good education is based on knowing the details about a subject. So, we know that we can write the notes on the lines. In fact, we learned to read them for the treble clef. We also can write the notes in the spaces. How many lines does the staff have again? Yes, that's right. 5 lines. And how many spaces does it have? Correct. 4 spaces. Keep that in mind. Where on the staff can you write down the notes? On the lines and in the spaces. Well, I'm very adamant about this because a lot of people, when they try to write their notes on the staff, they create some sort of chaos of dots just all over the place. They're halfway in the space, halfway in the line. It's not really understood. So you want to be very clear on how to draw your notes. And today we're going to learn the names of the lines. So let's go ahead. Now, to remember the name of each line on the staff for the bass clef, we're going to use a phrase which is grizzly bears don't fear anything. Grizzly bears don't fear anything. That should give you GBDFA. And as you can see, each letter belongs to a line, which belongs to a note. So, if you want to print out free staff paper, I linked it below in the description. So, if you print it out, you can actually follow along by every one of these slides has, for example, this staff with the underlined G line, and you can do one at a time. I have my students usually do one staff, one note per staff or one line per staff, so that you can practice drawing your bass clef and you have a clear visual of the note and the line each time you look down. So you would draw this on the first staff on the paper. And if you want to learn how to draw a bass clef, I'm going to link that in the description as well. So the bottom line is our first line, just like in the treble clef. The name of this line is the letter G, like the word grizzly in the phrase, grizzly bears don't fear anything. So highlight that one note and write the letter G next to the first line, all the way to the right, all the way to the left. I don't care, as long as you know that that's it. You're then going to draw a whole note on the G line to show that the note on that line is the G note. And now you know which note this is. Every time you look at it, grizzly bears don't feel anything, G. You're going to go for G first, grizzly. Next, second note. Same thing. You're going to go to the second staff, draw your bass clef, and then you're going to highlight the second line. Write down the B letter next to it on either side, and then you're going to draw your whole note on the second line. This is going to be the B note on the B line. All right, grizzly bears. Let's go to D. Now you should be on the third staff, and on the third staff, you're going to again draw your bass clef all the way at the left. You're going to highlight the third line, and you're going to write the letter D on it so that grizzly bears don't, right? GBD. And then you're going to draw your whole note, and that will be your D note. Now, if I'm going a little fast, you can always pause your video and you can work on this and then keep playing the video. Next note or next line, you should be on the fourth staff down the page and draw your bass clef and then highlight the fourth line. Grizzly bears don't fear. That's the F line. and you're going to draw the F note. Now, another thing I want to point out is notice how this F line goes right through the two dots of your F clef or bass clef. That indicates always that it's the F line. So if you see a note on that line, all you have to do is look all the way to the left, see if it's going between the two dots, and that's how you know immediately that's an F. Okay? Then we're going to go onto the last line. Grizzly bears don't fear anything. And you're going to do the same thing on the fifth staff down the page. You're going to draw your bass clef all the way on the left, and then you're going to highlight that top line. You're going to add the letter A to it on the left or right side, whatever is best for you. And then you're going to draw your whole note, which is the A note in this case, because it's on the A line. So now that you see this whole note on the A line, you know it's an A note. So let's do a little practice. If we want to know the name of this note, we're going to say our phrase. Remember our phrase? Grizzly bears don't fear anything. Write it down somewhere if you don't remember that, but it should be easy, right? So you're going to count from the bottom up and you're going to stop at the note. You stop the phrase at the note. Ready? Grizzly bears don't fear. This note is an F because we stopped at fear. Next, we're going to say the phrase, grizzly bears don't fear anything, from the bottom up, and we're going to find out the name of this note. Grizzly bears don't fear anything. No big deal. Next one. Grizzly. G. Okay, that note is a G. I want to know this note. I'm going to say my phrase and stop at the note. Grizzly bear. Okay, this is a B. I stopped at bears. Next note. Grizzly bears don't. I'm going to stop there, and that is a D. Okay, congratulations. You've learned the names of the notes on the lines. Grizzly bears don't fear anything. G, B, D, F, A. If you want to learn how to read the notes on the treble clef, go to my previous videos because I taught you the same thing. In the next video, we're going to see how to read the notes in the spaces for the bass clef. I hope you continue learning a lot, study hard, and I'll see you on the next one.